Okay, there we go. I think we're live. Let me just open my own stream as usual so I can keep track of the chat if there is any happening. One moment. Where the fuck did it go? It's not there. There we go. So, last time we were having some fun in the Imperial City. And I think we're currently... Yeah, I think we'll just wait for the... for midnight to roll around so we can finally join the Thieves Guild. And actually make progress there. There we go. Silence that. So, not sure who's all going to watch this. We also bought some very nice training spells, which have finally stopped giving us bonuses on conjuration. Although, yeah, the second one will do the trick. Of course, also the sun just came out. Lovely. We're not going to buy ingredients or anything. However, since it's kind of late, we might actually break in here. We grabbed some of that lotus over there. We're going to use it for various potions at some point. I always think experimentation is kind of fun in those games. That is, of course, as long as it doesn't kill you. I've mentioned the Might and Magic series, at least Might and Magic 6, which had a very fun alchemy system that had a chance of getting your character completely killed. Actually, your entire party. And sadly, you could not fashion those potions into grenades or something, which would have been fun. Okay, we'll leave Argamir to it. Can we actually...
I'm listening.
Okay, so... Let's see, you don't like that, you may like that, you seem to be happy with that, and you dislike that, I guess? Okay, those are the positive ones, and those are the negative ones. Which means we'll rotate you. I guess we'll take that, that,
Yeah, I get it. Not
that,
now.
do that.
I doubt it.
Okay, we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. Note to self, don't do this with characters that have full helmets. Learn the thing again. Hooray. How close are we to a level up? I think we might get 5 points of intelligence this time, because we did a lot of... was it intelligence? A lot of the thing that gives you... Oh, we gained a lot of points in... Not mysticism, it was conjuration. So it's intelligence. I think we also leveled once or twice in alchemy, which means we should be fine in terms of... Oh, hello, Grinwilm. Who are you? No, let's ignore that. Oh, also we joined the arena, which was kind of fun. And we did not get our asses kicked, which may change soon. Now, the fun thing is everything is leveled to you. At least for the most part. Meaning that even at our low level, we might be able to actually win in the arena and actually become the Grand Master there, provided I know what I'm doing, which I clearly don't. I will hold on to that. What's the time? It's 7:50 something. So almost 8.
Well met.
You look like a thief.
If you needed to know.
Okay, let's see if we can actually do the pronoun, not the pronoun game, the... Okay, no, no, yes, and yes. So we'll take the
You're
no.
wasting your breath.
Rotate that, please. I shouldn't have done that.
Well done.
Yes,
Really now,
and...
you're such a...
damn it.
Oh, that's foul.
Okay, so no, no, yes, yes. No,
You're wasting your breath.
no,
Really? Interesting.
rotate.
You're revolting.
Oops. Oh, damn it, it was that one. So those are the no's and those are the yeses. Okay, so rotate that, please. let's
You should. Is that?
take
Please,
those and do this again.
Thank you.
So no, no, yes, yes.
Remarkable. Really now, you can't scare me.
Rotate and do
Not
this.
funny. Not even a little bit.
Okay, so that's the yes, and that's the no.
Not funny. Not even a little bit.
Let's
You're
take
wasting your
those
breath.
out.
Goodness. Well done.
Well, we have some bonus here. I like how this actually moves around every time. So let's rotate that.
Remarkable. Get away from me. Please, I'm in.
Oops, that was bad.
Don't scare me.
I'm not sure if Speechcraft will make this those negative ones have less effect over time. So we'll probably see that. Let's rotate. Yeah, damn it. Okay, we'll take that one.
Get away from me. Please. You can't scare me.
We have some time to waste after all.
What a great story. Please. Oh, please. Oh, that's foul.
Oh boy. So it's half a strategy game and half a just make up strategy. Well, not that. It's kind of weird, really. I should probably get going with this.
Oh, please. You're the...
Swing the
really
big ones.
now, you're such a charmer.
Yes, we are indeed.
Get away from me.
Yes.
Really now, you're such a charmer.
Please turn that and do this.
Wasting your breath.
Okay, she seems to like us a lot better now. Do this guy.
Really now, you're such a charmer.
Please rotate that.
Get away from me. You're wasting your breath.
Yeah, I think it's getting better now. Will she greet us differently now?
A pleasure.
No. Well, fine. That was totally worthless. Although we did get rid of a spell up, a bit of a speechcraft upgrade. So yay us. Okay, which way is the waterfront? Of course, the other one. What's my active quest? Great Prince, shopkeepers, sirens, roots, heirs, best thief. That's what we want.
I'm your relief. Good. I'm hungry.
Well, now that they mentioned that, I'm hungry too.
What can I do for you?
I don't know what's causing this to lag all of a sudden. Ah, the Green Emperor way. It's kind of weird considering it seems to be a graveyard, I think. Yeah. It is a graveyard, which has a lot of fly mushrooms. Also a few other things. Could also try to break into the Emperor's palace. I think that's the Emperor's palace. The
Citizens are welcome in the
lower levels, yes, are welcome or are open to everybody.
Excuse me. The Empire doesn't run itself, you know. Submit a complaint to the usual department, and I'm sure someone will take care of it.
Ooh, Okato, we have
All
read
citizens
so much about him.
welcome in the Imperial Palace, at least on the first 2 floors.
Okay, let's see. I guess there's a reason they don't store all the valuables over here. I mean, we do have the crown jewels, at least most of them, which would be the Amulet of Kings. I think we still have that. I'm not sure if we're supposed to go in here later on. I would be quite sure that the story will move us here at some point. So we'll ignore the lower chambers. As I said, I don't think they keep anything valuable over here. So off we go. We need a helmet. Didn't I have one? Why do I not have a helmet? I don't seem to have a helmet. We'll have to fix that at some point.
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice
Yeah, I won't do that outside, my friend. Okay, let's keep conjuring shit. Actually, let's do something else now. Because I think we have had our share of that. Let's do some illusion. For the sake of being able to do that. Now, I believe doing this and glowing will incur some kind of a increased chance of getting spotted. So you might not want to do this when you're trying to stay undetected. But other than that, it's kind of useful to have, especially in the darker places of Oblivion. And we're just doing it to keep leveling. It's something I also like to do during longer trips. When I have to walk somewhere, I just keep jumping, running, and casting spells to get better at those attached skills. It gives long journeys actually a point, and lets you well, it lets you practice. And you would not get this practice if you were quick traveling all over the place. So we need to be here for a while. There is nothing valuable to grab here. So we can just, I don't know, do something. We can't break in here. Let's find ourselves a beggar. This guy. And you know what we'll do to waste time. Actually, we'll not do it with this guy because he has a maximum disposition. Will we actually gain skill? Yes, we will gain skill for that. Lovely. Let's find ourselves a pirate or something. They were here. Now those guys won't be too friendly.
Beautiful, isn't she? The Maria Lena. Damn fine ship. With a damn fine crew. I should know. I'm her first mate. Malvolus is my name.
Well, hello, Malvolus. Okay, you don't want people to talk to you at all, that's fine. Not sure if I wanted to, if I were a pirate. This ship over there is... I'm not sure if it's seaworthy or not. But if it was, I think it would be a fine place to spend a longer sea journey on. It's literally a houseboat.
What can I do for you?
Get out of my way.
Okay, Mithradel is not too pleased with us.
Well met.
You there.
Can I
know anything?
in some of my wares?
I have nothing I want to sell to you quite now. Could make some potions of restore agility and resist frost. Let's actually make that. And then we'll probably spend some more time trying to talk these people up. Okay, let's see. We have a lot of those. And some arrowroot. But we know where this stuff grows, so it's fine. Do we have anything that resists frost? We had a lot of those leaves, of those seeds, and nothing that helps us make a resist frost potion.
Well met.
So, you there.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's
Please
something
buy my stupid restore fatigue potions, and maybe those as well. I wanted to sell them all. There's little point in haggling. We can't actually get him up to 5 gold per potion. Not that we really need to either. Okay. Yes, thanks for the business.
Make it quick.
Okay, let's do this. No. That's a yes. No and no. That's moderate, yes. Wonderful.
That's really funny.
That was the no.
Remarkable. Your way. What nonsense.
Okay. So, yes, yes, no, no. Yes,
I like...
no.
Not now.
Yes.
Well,
no.
is that so?
Wonderful. Yes.
Oh, that's great! That's really too much.
No.
Don't waste your... What a
Yes,
great...
no.
You can't scare me.
Okay, so... Please rotate.
Oh, that's great! That's really too much. What? I wish I... That's just talk.
Okay, that was bad. Sadly, you sometimes seem to be just out of luck with the
What a great story.
positioning there. Let's do this.
Oh, that's great! Not... Oh, please.
Okay, that was pretty
I like that.
terrible.
What? You're wasting...
That was a good one.
breath. I like that. What nonsense.
Yeah, we got lucky this time.
I get it.
So you also have to have some luck with it, which makes this minigame even more pointless.
Better be good.
Oh, it will be, believe me. I think that's a smile. That's not, and that is terrible, terrible, probably positive.
That's just
Nope.
stupid. That's amazing.
Okay, so I think that's the positive one.
That's enough.
Yes.
What nonsense.
Okay, so yes, yes, no, no. Let's do this.
My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
Rotate you.
You think that's fun? Not now.
Oops.
Not later. Not ever.
That was pretty awful. So, yeah, that's the positive ones. Turn that around.
You've got a point. That's amazing. You think that's... Don't waste your flattery on me.
Okay, that was a pretty harsh drop at the end.
I salute you. Most impressive. What nonsense. I can't argue. That's just stupid.
Now we're getting places.
Don't waste your... You've got a point. I salute you. Most impressive.
Oh, that was
What
bad.
a dumb joke.
I thought you were into dumb jokes.
That's enough. That's just stupid.
Okay, so... Let's turn that once.
Don't try. I won't fight you. I salute. You think that's funny?
Yeah, I think we're making headway with the speechcraft skill. Once we maxed that out, I would probably not waste any more
What a dumb
points
joke.
on that.
Don't try to manipulate. Oh, come on.
Hey, he left with a lot of positive disposition. It's 10:13, so we could do this a little bit more. I really don't want to, though. Are we allowed in there? Apparently we are. Lovely. So, there is nothing too great in here. Oops, we need a key for that. I actually want to go out here again. What's the way out? Ah, the tavern deck. There we go.
What can I do for you?
You could move out of the way. The bloated float. I like the name. And the general ship. Loadout. Now, did they commission that as a ship? Or was it like refurbished later? I don't know. We'll never know. Let's have a look at the lighthouse. Maybe I can find a job as a light. If I keep casting my starlight spell. There is nobody here. Why would you not have anyone in the lighthouse? Aren't lighthouses supposed to have like a keeper? Ooh, Imperial Watch Barracks. Good to know that's in there. I don't think they'll want us in there. Again, we might get a helmet. Okay, so why would we go down to the lighthouse? Oh, okay, so it goes further down, and we'll take the ladder out. Not sure we're supposed to be here, so there we go. That's a storage area with little to nothing in it. And it's almost midnight, so we'll make our way to the Garden of... what is it called again? The Garden of Dariloth. Do we know who Dariloth is? I don't think so. Well, the guy is here early.
Are you confused?
No, but I would like to join the Thieves Guild.
Congratulations! You have returned with the diary. You have earned the right to join the Thieves Guild. You now owe your loyalty to our guildmaster, the Grey Fox. He has 3 rules you must follow.
Okay, give me the 3 rules then.
First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront.
Okay, so now we can pay off fines and bounties, which I think costs half the money, or half the actual bounty. Do you have any sources of information?
The best source of information are the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere. However, be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free. At least not anything true.
Okay, what can you tell me about any jobs?
Jobs? We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Look, you're on your own as a thief. Go find a likely-looking house. Case the joint to see when the owner is gone. When he leaves, you break in and steal some stuff. You don't need special permission or orders to do that. However, you will find that you can only sell stolen property to one of our guild fences. Most other merchants won't take hot merchandise.
So we all work alone.
Well, sometimes the guild gets a special commission. You know, guaranteed pay to acquire certain items for special clients. You should check in with your doyen every once in a while to see if there are any commission jobs available.
Okay, now any special jobs around?
You need more experience before I can use you on a commission job. Angar tells me that you haven't turned in much loot yet. When you've contributed enough to the guild coffers by selling stolen items to Angar, I might have something for you. Come back then.
Okay, so our current fence is Ongar. The Thieves Guild has a few fences which allow you to sell off stolen loot. And I think this setup for the Thieves Guild is pretty great. Because basically you have to sell stolen stuff to get access to the higher quests. And to the more rewarding quests. And to more fences who have more money. Although money seems to be a bit bugged, as selling stuff to people that doesn't actually deplete their money. They only pay up to this amount, which is weird. If you remember in Morrowind we had the different problem. Which was that people would be willing to pay ridiculous amounts for the stuff we found, but they would run out of money quite fast. Most merchants didn't have infinite amounts of cash, which meant you would have to find someone else to flog all your stuff to, or just hold on to it. Which we were doing to a ridiculous degree. Okay, now that we're in the Thieves Guild, I think Ongar lives in in Bruma, which is a place we can travel to quickly, and I will do that. Bruma also should have a Mages Guild chapter, which should allow us to actually make progress there, to get another permit. Now where is Ongar's house? I think Ongar's house is... We have a quest marker here. That's Olaf's Tap and Tack, and there is Ongar here. Now I think we actually had some...
I see you are with the grave.
I do indeed. Let's actually see if we can get him a bit more well-dispositioned towards us. So, those are the negatives, and that is the positive.
Can't scare me. Goodness, what can I say?
Let's not do that. We'll rotate you, and there we go.
Well done.
Okay, so those are the no's and those are the yeses.
You should be ashamed. You're wasting your breath. What? No, you do me too much honor.
Okay, so no, yes.
Not funny. Not even a little bit.
Let's
Really
do
not.
this.
You're waste. I wish I
that.
could say that.
And one more.
Is
No.
that so? Really not? Really? You should be ashamed.
We didn't make any progress there.
Well done. Please. Oh, please get away from me.
Okay, let's
My favorite
end stuff now.
customer. What do you got?
He will always have something we can buy from him as well. And stolen stuff will show up as a thing with a red hand on it, as you can see here. So we can sell those 3 crystal balls we have. Yes.
I think I can move this.
We'll hold on to the lockpick.
That price. I'm glad that's. Shadow hide you.
Okay, and once we sold, I think 50 stuff worth 50 gold, we can actually get to Armand Christophe again and see if he has something to sell, some new quest for us. Which of course will come with a chance to make more loot. We will want to practice our sneaking on the way though. Okay, so let's find the... Let's actually not find the Mage's Guild, because there is little point in doing so. However, we do have a chance to loot here. There is no guard around, and I should probably not have cast the stupid light spell. Come on, expire, bloody thing. God damn it! Now, keep messing that up. Okay, let's close that. We'll not do this here. We'll just go to the Mage's Guild and have a nap. Might be more productive anyway. Now we could go in here and do some blacksmithing, but there is the Mage's Guild chapter. We'll find a bed and that's it. Also, all the guild houses specialize in some ability. And we can actually get... I think there's always a chest with Mage's Guild equipment, which is not as great as the one in Morrowind, which basically gave you all free stuff. Okay, we'll sleep for, let's say, 4 hours. By then, the guild master should be around as well. Okay, let's see. You've done things the hard way, but without taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood? Now we did have... Actually, we have 3 very good skill upgrades here. So I'm tempted to forgo luck for once, and we'll take those. Okay, did that just freeze my game? No, it did not. Also... let's have those. Actually, those weren't stolen. I'm allowed to take things here. Which means I can't sell the. Oh, I can sell those to any guy, and it won't count towards my thieving. Okay, now that would count towards my thieving. Okay, that's just an ad, if you will. Now, just selling random stuff to Ongar will not count as selling stolen stuff, which is what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, what's behind this door? Literally nothing. Ooh, a Minotaur horn. We'll not steal that right now.
Hey. Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And if I can do anything for you...
Okay, how about the recommendation then?
A recommendation? From me?
Yes.
Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Okay, who is Jaskar? Sounds like a Khajiit.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Okay, sounds easy enough.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar. My name is Selina Urania. I'm a Mages Guild journeyman.
Okay, what spells do you have?
Business.
Okay, so those guys here are the illusion-y type? I don't know. We don't need an open easy lock spell. If memory serves, there is a pretty good average lock spell opening spell in the Dark Brotherhood, so we'll have that. However, I kind of want... we do need some alteration. Some summoning magic. I think we have that already. I'm not sure if it shows up again or just... yeah.
Have a look around.
Okay, let's see.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
We can sell you the potions we grabbed downstairs, which means they weren't stolen anyway. Lovely.
I appreciate.
What about Jaskar?
Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volinara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them.
Okay, so we'll have to find Volinaro.
You too.
Let's see where Volinaro is.
How?
There you go.
Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all.
Well, that sounds fun. So that is
Always keep your...
item recharging. We don't need that because your armor, and the only piece of magical armor we have is the arena stuff, it does not have charges. Only weapons do require charges.
Have a look at my wares. I'm
Ooh, a
sure
bound
it's
sword.
something to suit you.
We'll want that at some point. It will cost 430 magicka, so it's quite a lot for us. Do you have any good alteration? Now that would be a decent spell, but it's very expensive in terms of magicka. I think the one in... yeah, we don't need a target lock there. You can see there's a lot of nice spells, oh well. Nothing for us right now. Okay, let's see. I wish you could check the reactions here already. So that's a yes, that's a no, that's a no, and that's a yes. Lovely.
Gracious. That's just... I can't argue with that. Don't talk such rot.
Okay, there we go. And once more. No,
Don't waste your flattery on me.
no,
That's just...
rotate,
I...
and have the two yeses.
Amazing.
Lovely. I think we can do one more. So those were the no's, those were the yeses.
Not now.
No,
You think
no,
that's funny?
rotate,
You...
rotate.
That's amazing.
Okay, I think that'll do. What about
You want
Jaskar?
to find Jaskar?
Yes?
All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right?
Fine. What is it?
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
What about a little prank?
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Okay.
Just go unlock her room.
Okay, so we now have a simple alteration spell, which I think is easy enough to pull off. We just need to find that stupid desk now. Is there anything in here we can take? No. Actually, we could take all of that, but we don't want to. Okay, sneak skill has increased. And there we go. Ooh, nice book. We'll have that. Okay, now we can open this thing here with the spell we just got, which is a targeted spell, which we can't cast. And I think that's actually not too bad. Like, you could argue that it's stupid they sell you spells you can't use, but I think it's actually fine. Okay, we need the manual of spellcraft. Because that way you're kind of forced to either find a way to sort things out, or...
Go away.
Oi. I think we may have found Jaskar. Where the hell did he go?
Have you pulled?
Yes, I have. Here's the book.
You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then, I'll just take that from you. Meet me in the living quarters just after 10 p.m.
Well, we kind of found Jaskar, so it's really nothing about it, but fine. We'll wait until 10 p.m, which is still quite a bit away. Okay. Oh, no, there was no conversation going on there. Fine. I will go see Ongar and sell the book we just found.
Can you spare a coin?
We will spare plenty of coins to those guys later. Okay, Ongar the fence. Now, I think he'll pay actually less for most of my stuff.
Me children are starving. Please help. Hi there. Someone needs to get Skjort under control.
Okay, that would be Ongar's house, yes. He'll pay less for regular merchandise, but he will just buy almost everything. Come on, move it.
I'm really tired.
You're always tired, mate.
My favorite customer. What do you got?
Okay, we have... What do we have? We have the Wolf Queen. Yes.
That seems a fit.
We have that book as well. You can have that.
I'm glad.
Great. And now I actually... No, it didn't. Fine, it didn't update our fenced money. Now we could find someone who is not plot relevant and kill him. And then we'd get to join the Brotherhood as well, which would be fun. Brotherhood quests are just amazing. I love those. Especially in Oblivion. Let's have a look at the Fighters Guild. I believe, unlike the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild will only give you quests when you actually are supposed to get to that Guild Master.
Can you spare a coin?
So, where the hell did the Mages, the Warriors Guild go? I need my local map. Bruma Fighters Guild. So, over here and then in there. They're usually close to each other. There's the Fighters Guild Porter.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Bye.
Those guys can teach me stuff. Now, stealing stuff from the Fighters Guild is a bit difficult because you have this stupid porter running around. And usually he will try to... What's that? He will always watch you, so it's kind of difficult to get into sneak mode. Luckily, we were allowed to take that sword, so they didn't cast us out. However, there seems to be no... we could steal that stuff if the stupid porter wasn't here.
Go ahead.
Okay, anyone here able to give me a new quest? Let's see, there are no doors here. Let's have a look at the life detection. There's only the porter.
What?
You will always be able to fix your stuff if you want to.
Take care.
I think the guild master at this place is currently not around. I'll take that as well. Now, we wouldn't need to sneak for that because we were allowed to take all this stuff. We're still gonna sell it. I kind of missed the way guilds treat you as a new member and give you free kit. If you remember Morrowind, the Mages Guild gave you a vast supply of magicka potions.
Can I interest you in some
Which of course you did need because there was no regenerating magicka. Okay, now this sword is slightly better than my steel short sword. But it's also quite heavy. I'm gonna sell that. And that. Now axes are considered blunt weapons here, which is the second melee weapon skill.
be seeing you?
There's some nice arrows here. Anyway, we can steal. That's a very easy door. As you can see, if he doesn't see you for a while, he will try to chase you. So the easiest thing to do would probably be to return after night. Because that was one thing they actually added over Morrowind. Every character now has a kind of schedule every day. So they will go to bed at night, they will close their stores. If you remember Morrowind, we could just go down like at 2 AM and the storekeeper would be there and wait for customers for some reason. Do I have a soul trap spell? I don't. Okay, it's currently 12 PM. I think the Bruma Fighters Guild won't give me any advancement for now. And I don't think we can take on 3 thieves. I mean, they would be scaled to our level, but it's still 3. So, very difficult to pull off if you're alone, and we are not that tanky. Bear that in mind, we're not very tanky. We have a lot of magicka, which is kinda nice. You can never have enough of that. I mean, you've seen how much magicka most of those later spells cost. Like 400 and more is no rarity. And I'm not sure if there is a kind of a hard limit to the amount of magicka you can have. I think it basically, there probably is, because there is a theoretical maximum level you can achieve. And once you're there, there's nothing to gain anymore.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it. What do you...
Okay, let's do the chatting game then.
Say what you're going to say.
That's yes, that's yes, and those are the no's. Great. So yes.
That's enough. What a dumb. What a
Yes.
what?
No.
You're pathetic.
Was it yes and no? Good. So let's turn that around.
That's enough. Really not.
That
Sorry,
was
I
bad.
don't get it. That's just
Nope.
stupid.
Rotate.
That's
Yes.
enough.
Yes.
Really now, you're such a charmer. Sorry, I don't get it. No, you do me too. You're I won't fight you.
Okay. So yes.
What a wonderful.
No.
You're a big.
Yes and no.
Sorry, I don't get it.
Spin that around.
You've got a point.
Oh, damn it.
No, what a dumb. You're full of. I'm not.
Okay, we'll quit that here.
Take care.
Now, it doesn't matter how much life you detect with this spell, it'll always do the same. And more acrobatics. You can see why I didn't bother with Quillweave's offer. The Mercantile is the skill that I believe levels way slower.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so do we want to wait here until 10 PM or do we want to actually explore the outside a bit? I think that makes sense. Or we'll find that house, or well, any house to break into. Olaf's tap and attack.
Good afternoon. Yes?
Any
Rumor
rumors?
has it that Edla Darkheart left Skyrim with the law right behind her.
Oh, so Edla Darkheart. Well, that's a very obvious name to go on. We might want a silver or magical weapon at some point. Now, they're going to be a lot more frequent once we get to a certain level. I think from level, I don't know, 7 to 10 on, we'll have a very good chance of magical weapons dropping. I'm not sure if you'd want to block that with an axe, or if that's the safest way to train. At all. Seriously, I think this hurts a bit too much. But if you watch it for, I think 30 seconds, we'll get a free point. That's great. Okay. Do they have an alchemy store? We'll actually go to the... There usually is like a lord in every city who has the biggest and hardest to miss house.
Greetings to you.
Maybe there's something in here we could grab. I mean, it's a lord after all. It's a very easy lock as well. Oh, the temptation.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Hello there.
Welcome to Bruma Castle.
What about Chancellor Okato?
He served Emperor Uriel for many years, and so far he has done well in an impossible situation.
Gotta agree to that. I mean, the place has not broken out in civil war yet. So I think Okato has been doing very well. How about buying a house in town?
Concerning this, I can only
Okay, fine.
We'll see.
I think that's a no, and that's a no.
Is that
Out of the
so?
way. And rotate.
Really? Interesting. You're please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Not funny. Not. Is that so?
We can get those in.
No, you do me too much honor. I wish I could say that. You're
Could.
Is that
If you wanted to.
really now? You're such a charm.
What about now?
I've been looking for just the right owner for a special home I have.
Hooray!
It's a quaint little house conveniently located just off the main gate.
So in the wilderness. Okay, I can't afford 10,000.
What a shame.
Yes, sorry, not everybody's as rich as you.
Smile upon you.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's a nice shield. What a blade shield. Looks broken though.
Well met, my lord.
Alright, let's just head out. Okay.
A coin for an old beggar.
I don't really dare to break into the houses just yet. Don't think we're good at sneaking. Now, one effect of acrobatics is that you can jump a lot higher, as you can see here. And what we can also do is, I think we can slightly change directions while falling. I think the better you get at acrobatics, the more efficient that will become. So, yeah, we'll be better at everything. Let's just leave the city for a bit and see if we can hunt for a little. Maybe we can get some wolves or something. And actually increase our blade skill. Or any relevant skill, really. There are the stables. There's some mushrooms. I'll have those.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's have a look at the map. We'll probably try to find something for, I don't know, a few hours. There's a mine. We could go to a mine. There's also Daedric shrines, which we could get quests from for the very powerful Daedric artifacts. Look at that, it killed someone there. Oh, I wanted to use my... Not that one. Okay, we might want to pop a health potion there. That one will do. Oops, let's go with another health potion. That was probably a bit too strong. Okay, we just found a bug. That was kind of fun. I'm not sure if that wolf is a bit too strong. It's a timber wolf, so it should not have been. We get some skill points out of this. And free loot. Look at that. Free arrows, always nice to have. The rest is hardly worth anything. But I'm kind of glad the bandit bowman died to the wolf. Teaches you that wildlife is nothing to trifle with. At least not in this country. It also teaches us that the bound dagger is kinda rubbish. I think we'd have done a bit better with the sword. Okay, that was very nice. At least it worked out reasonably well for us. We survived it. That's something I consider a success. We also want to have a better healing spell at some point. I think it will get slightly better with our restoration skill. But not too great at all. So we'll do need a better one if we're gonna do some long-term survival. Now the thing is, I'm not sure if your restoration skill increases more with a more difficult, with more powerful spell. So basically, if it's like the more magicka you expend on a spell, the more skill it gives you, or if it's just if you do manage to cast a spell, it will count towards your skill. Let's also save the game here. I want to find some more wolves. There are enemies we can take on, which is great. There are also enemies that give you wolf pelts, which are something you can somewhat easily sell. Can we harvest those mushrooms? No. I also think you can exploit this because the AI doesn't really pathfind, or the pathfinding of the AI doesn't consider jumping. At least not as far as I'm aware. So they will... You can actually get them in trouble with standing on here, although they can't just walk around. And they will walk around the obstacles and get to you that way. But yeah, I don't think they will try to jump that often. Also like how you can see Cyrodiil from almost everywhere. Yes, I think that's the prison or the Arcane University. Should be the university. I think that's the northern bit. No, the prison is the northern bit. So we've been there. Hooray! All the memories. Okay, let's see. That was a nice little trip. Now it's 5 PM, so if we slowly make our way back to Bruma, we should be able to get that quest handed in and get our recommendation. I'm not sure why I'm sneaking, I just prefer doing that. And while we're at it, let's keep casting this. Actually, let's not. I'm gonna get my bound dagger spell ready when I encounter another wolf. So we can try to arrow it and then move over to using the bound dagger. I'm still not sure it gives you blade skill as well. Monk suit, I'll have that. We'll also do another alchemy session when we're back in town, I think. And maybe get some more skill points in there. Is that the way to Bruma? I think it is. Look at that, more plants. More plants, we'll have those. Now I apologize for this stream probably not being the most interesting to watch, I guess. But I think it does cover the experience reasonably well. And we're also not yet able to pull off the more extravagant things. I mean, most stuff we can encounter here will be very likely to kill us. That's something I'm fully aware of, and that's something I'm trying to avoid. There's an Ayleid ruin. Those are kind of fun as well. Okay, we'll move to the road over there. They usually have some magical creatures in there. And in my off-camera game, which I've kind of ceased using by now, I ran into some pretty horrifying undead creatures in there. Very strong undead creatures. I think most undead in those games are pretty strong. That's their entire point. Although I might just have gone in there with the most shoddy weapons I could find, so that might be partially on me. But experiences like that make me, very often make me, like if I go into a game, I play it for a while and I realize that some place was being very difficult for me, I usually try to avoid it in later games until I really have to go in there. And sometimes I go in with a different strategy or a different build or different weapons or different piece of equipment or spell or whatever. And I realize, well, damn, it was actually easy. Or it would have been if I wouldn't have tried to fight there with a fork or something. Ah, wonderful. The mysteries of magic are slowly revealing themselves to you. You are now an apprentice of mysticism and can cast apprentice-level mysticism spells. Lovely. So now we have a higher rank. I think these spells don't come with any other perks, except, of course, being able to cast the more fun spells. Like, we do want to have a soul trap spell at some point. And we want to have a large stack of soul gems. Until we can get Ezra Star. Okay, so Imperial City, Coral, we want to go to Bruma. Slowly but surely. Also, this was kind of an achievement, so we want to save the game again. Do we have any luck here? There's the Geral Mountains. Okay. Not sure if we picked those plants there. So we'll go to them and hope for the best. Yeah, I think we've been here. Does that? Actually doesn't really reveal anything, so it's hard to keep track of where you've been and where you haven't. Which I think is another thing you really don't need, strictly speaking, for the because you have quick travel. It's very easy to just get almost anywhere instantly. Okay, more acrobatics for us. More mother word. Not sure what it does, but we'll have it. Ooh, look at that. Magical rocks. Those are around sometimes as well, and I think those give you a bound piece of equipment. And some really weird sounding plants. We'll have those. I'm also unsure if a higher alchemist skill will make you harvest more or not. Okay, what's this? I don't, thank you. Yeah, those give you conjured weapons for a time. Very limited time. And they usually run out before anything you could want with them happens. But it gives you something. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, more stuff to find. Let's see, Bruma should be anywhere, somewhere around here. There we go. It's this way. How lovely. Ah, that'll be a nice amount of alchemy. Alchemizing. What's the time? 8 PM. I think that means most stores are closed. I think that is the house we could... No, that's the stables. Not sure where the house is we're supposed to buy here. Also, I think one of those is my horse. Yep. Prior Mabrel's paint horse. Was the Countess trying to sell me the stables? But I think you can see where the money or the gold sink is in this game. They didn't do this as excessively in Morrowind.
Edla Darkheart. Knowledge is the key to success.
Okay. As you can see, training is expensive for us right now. But most of the I'm gonna say standard skills here are kind of trivial to level up. Like marksmanship, I don't think you need it that much because your arrows will usually
citizen.
go where you point them at. So it's not too difficult to level it up, and you just get there eventually. Although you do unlock some perks if you keep practicing. Okay, let's see. Go, we're in. Okay, apparently the blacksmith was still awake. Probably working or something. We'll have to wait for a bit. Now they will eventually attack you. I don't think there's a bounty on us just yet. Yeah, no bounty. We have some infamy because I think we've been caught. Or maybe you gained that for just joining the Thieves Guild, I don't know. But I think people will react to that. Where did the Mages Guild go? There it is. Okay, people aren't around here. Okay, so what's the time? It's 9. Huh, we found Giscard. He's just apparently invisible. Now, one very large perk of joining the Mages Guild is you get a Mage's Staff, and that's amazing. It's an amazing weapon. It actually helped me to completely beat the arena. Let's see, we'll do some alchemy now, because we made a lot of potions here. Can't use the funnel caps, that sucks, but what can you do? Can we use those? No, fine. Of course we'll unlock more options as we go, because we will of course find more things, or more properties. Oh, that's great. Remove that. We don't have anything to match that, which is a shame. Anything else? We have some Somnalius fronds and Viper's Bugloss leaves. How about that? No. Well, we'll keep that for later then. What's my alchemy skill doing? 19. I think we'll soon reach... I think it's 20 or 25 where you get more properties unlocked, or we can see them at least. So that is certainly a thing. Can we actually sell stuff to the alchemy lady? Or will that be exclusively until we...
What can I do?
No, we can still barter with her.
Quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
You could buy those for me. Okay, the rest we'll keep. Now, do hold on to your
Thank you.
Nern root.
You too. Hello.
Look at that, just Scar. I like this touch. I really like this touch. You can see him there. The sneaky bastard. Okay, we'll wait for 1 hour.
Ready to find Giscard?
Yes. Actually, what can you tell me about Jean?
She
Jean?
won't figure this out for weeks. Ah, it's times like this I enjoy what I do.
Okay.
Just watch. You'll see.
Could you teach me that invisibility spell? Or could you turn me invisible like that?
I hope I can. It was a good idea, wasn't it? I wonder how long she'll spend trying to figure out where she put it down.
Can you make me invisible, mate? That's like...
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
Oh, please don't be mad. We were just having some fun.
We just got tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Well, it was fun while it...
Okay, let's go see Jean. She was somewhere around here. There is someone over there, which is you. Okay, I think she's not around here. Is that my active quest? I know it's still independent thievery. We want to have the Bruma recommendation. It's somewhere up there. Where's the stairs up? There. So, hello there. We can't rest in here. I'm not allowed to. But we did find Jiskar.
Any luck finding?
We did have some luck finding him, indeed. So, there we go.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good.
It
You'll have
is.
to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that.
Sounds good.
You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
Indeed. We can probably.
Farewell.
So, stupid stairways. Okay, now there was something valuable here we wanted to steal. That Minotaur horn, for example. We also have those books, I think. Actually, we won't. Screw those books. Let's go see Ongar about that horn. Anything good here? Now we can have some more. Oh, I should grab that. It's kind of valuable, so we'll take it. Okay, and that. Let's just open that lock. Ooh, artifacts. Hooray. We'll look at that later. Where is Ongar? I'm gonna sell him that stuff because he's always available for selling. So we made some money. Oh, he's in here. Still having a drink.
Hello.
What is it?
now?
Have you seen Earth
Greetings,
around
Sire.
town lately? What?
Certainly. What's going on with you?
See you.
Rumor
Take
has it
care.
that Berberine has left Morrowind on an expedition to Akavir and has not been heard from since.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
So long.
Take care.
Yeah, indeed. Very
Greetings.
turbulent.
Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend, Jorunder, has stolen
Oland's
some
Tap and Tack
gold
is a
from her
good,
and left her
inexpensive
penniless.
place for
Now
travelers.
he's in jail and she...
Okay, so apparently he's behind this locked door. Let's talk about Jorunder.
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small.
Okay, fine.
What do you want?
What about Jorunder?
Nora and Gerunder were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was
Okay.
going to skip town on Honora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Nothing?
Okay. Well, that's odd.
I'm listening. Go.
I don't like this dark elf there. And since we're not supposed to break into that door, we'll probably also not sell our stuff right now. At least, actually, we will just wait for a moment.
Hello. Brach Callus, alchemist.
Okay. We could actually try the two sides of a coin. Yeah, let's do that. And see if we can find Ongar after that. He's supposed to be somewhere, right? Okay, Arnor's house. We shouldn't go in there at night. I wish I knew how much progress I made with my leveling. Now we could also go and train something. You can only train 5 levels per, or 5 skill levels per level. So it's not like in Morrowind you can do everything. There you go.
Armand, Christoph, and Skriva. They can make all your outs.
Okay, so I want to
Yeah, my
barter.
favorite customer. What do you got?
I've got 1 calcinate I want to sell you. 1 mortar and pestle. You're gonna
You've made a good bit
pay
of
very
gold.
poorly. We also have a Minotaur horn we nicked. Now this actually counts towards our stolen items. And I think that's all we want to sell for now.
I'm glad. Shadow hide you.
Now, it usually says how much we fenced at some point. Like up in the top left corner where we currently saw auto-saving. Okay. Now should we try to get to Kavach? I think we could try to do that and do the quest line. Actually, no. Let's wait here. We'll take a nap, and tomorrow we'll visit Anora and see what she has to say for herself. Maybe we can get something done and earn a little profit in the on the way. I kind of miss the Robber's Cave, like the Adamasartes at the early Morrowind. We could just go in and grab stuff. I mean, there's still a lot of things to discover in Oblivion as well. But every now and then I just kind of like going in there, killing everything, and taking what I wanted for profit. It was very easy to make money that way. Okay, let's just take a nap here. There's just Scar. Not bad. Okay. Oi!
Hello.
Okay. Off we go. I'm not sure how much we fenced. I think it usually says something about this. Yeah, we haven't fenced 50 gold yet. Let's go see Honora. And level up mysticism even further.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
Now I think the Thieves Guild side quests, or the special thieving missions, are kind of great, because they do offer you good payment, and they will also grant you a bit of opportunities to steal more stuff.
Can't you see that I'm upset?
Yeah, about Gerondra. What can you tell me about this? Also, that's a very, very fancy jewel you're carrying.
Our affairs are none of your business. I don't know who you are, and you think I'm going to talk to you about my ex-lover?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, fine. We'll do this. Yes, that's more of a no. That's definitely a no. Okay, so those are the positives. Spin that.
You've got a point. Don't waste your flattery on me. I doubt it.
Yeah, fine. Oh, I used my rotation there already. Fine. Okay, those were the no's, those were the yeses. So yes,
You've
yes.
got a point.
No, no.
Don't talk such rot.
Let's get this out of the way first.
Don't talk such rot.
Then
That's
this,
enough.
and that, and that.
I doubt it.
I think you should probably try to end it
I doubt it.
sort of on a high note.
Don't try to manipulate me.
Do
I won't
this,
fight you.
rotate, and grab that.
Get that. You're good.
Okay, now about
I
this.
suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it.
Okay. Is it about this stupid necklace you're wearing very openly, and that's kind of hovering around your neck?
I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in, or are you out?
A lot of money sounds good. Keep talking.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I'd been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him.
Okay, where do I come in here?
Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it.
Okay. That sounds easy enough.
He's not likely to just come out.
Fine. So he probably wants to do us some fetching as well. But hearing his side of the story might be useful as well. I mean, this very prominent gem on Aurora's necklace was kind of looking like the Amulet of Kings, really. I think there's more to the story as well.
How are you?
How can I help you?
Okay, let's see. Can we get to the dungeons? It would be this way. Then that way. Through the barracks. Lovely.
What is it now?
There's a lot of guards in here. Okay, we don't want to go to the Great Hall. Now the green arrow means that we Ooh, that's a valuable shield. Very light as well. Have that. Downwards sounds like the way to go. Okay, would you let me in there?
Good morning. Duty.
I would like to visit a prisoner.
What a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to stay with you, so there isn't any...
Okay, fine.
Don't get too close to the prisoners.
Okay, you're Urun. Or anyone else here?
No touching the locks.
That's fine.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave.
Well, who would have thunk he is not exactly too happy telling us stuff? What about a certain goat?
I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Tamriel, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Okay.
I haven't got all day.
So we'll have to find Tamriel.
Yes?
What's my quest saying?
Take care.
Oh, okay, I have to get arrested. I'm not looking to do that. I mean, it's easy to get arrested here, considering the amount of guards over there.
Go take your break. Another day.
Ooh, look at all that money sitting around here. I'm not sure if that's also hot merchandise or not, but I want it. I kinda want that stuff. Sadly, we're easy to be seen here. Yeah, we're not yet good enough at sneaking. But we found a very valuable, reasonably valuable shield, which we are going to sell to Onga now. It might actually get us to the 50 gold we need for the independent thieving quest.
How can I help you?
Okay. Now the downside of getting arrested would be that we'd have to lose all our stolen stuff, which we can recover by just taking it from the chest of evidence.
Well met.
That, of course, requires you to actually get to that and loot it without getting spotted again. Okay, Onga's at home. And, of course, sleeping. I could also keep and use that shield,
Tired.
but I don't feel like doing so.
Yeah, my favorite customer. What do you got?
Okay, let's see. I want to sell this guy.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is. I can also sell this ginkgo leaf, but there's no point in doing that.
I'm glad. Shadow
Ah, there we go.
hide you.
Okay.
Hello there.
So we need to go to Armand now. Well, not now, but we'll have to go there at some point. And he, of course, will only be around in the Garden of Dariloth to discuss Thieves Guild stuff. He will not be around any other time. I mean, he will be around. We can actually go to his house.
Sirach is a good healer.
But there is nothing really we can do about this.
The way he acts. It's about time.
Okay. Let's see. We need to go here at some point. It's 10 in the morning, which means we do have a lot of time to waste. So we could actually go to Skingrad. Or we could go back to, what was the place? Anvil. Yeah, I could get my ass kicked. Let's do that. Oh no, let's not. Let's actually go to the Imperial City. To the arena, because why the hell not? We have plenty of healing potions. And I think I fixed most of my stuff. Wait, we will give this another pass. lovely arena weather. We could also try to bet on the games, but I never found it to be that great. Where is my repair hammer? Great. I think the game autosaves every time you enter a place, but why the hell not? Okay, let's see. We need to wear the arena raiment. I do need a shield helmet at some point. Let's save the game here.
Okay, so you're not a complete loser. Don't get cocky. Let me...
Okay, I am ready for a match.
Now that's the spirit. You give the people of Cyrodiil a good show, and I'll make sure you get a decent burial.
Very funny. Now we do want a new spell at some point. Okay, let's go with this.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. Who will prevail? The pit dog from the yellow team or the pit dog from the blue team? Let's find out. Lower the gates!
Lower the gates indeed. Do it. Oh, I have plenty of arrows, my friend. Who put that there? That's a real stumbling hazard. Tripping hazard.
Do your worst.
Okay, let's not use that too often anymore. I think we'd best go with arrows here. Stupid obstacles all over the place.
This match is
Okay, let's use a healing potion quickly. We have those after all. And let's also switch to some more direct ways of getting damage in. Okay, screw that. We do have a cold touch spell. What is that?
from the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest.
Hooray! We've achieved something. I think sometimes those will also have the rejuvenation effect, which is kind of cool.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you want from me, a hug? Take your gold and get out of my face, pit dog.
Ugh, friendly guy. Okay, let's keep fixing our stuff. Which actually hasn't taken that much damage, which is nice. Okay, so... what to do now? There's still nothing too much to do. What's the time? It's 4 PM. So if we tried another duel... we'd probably get to... yeah, we'd probably be close time-wise to night time. Okay, ready for a match.
Downright determined to get yourself killed, huh? Okay, then head back up to the arena and try not to die before the gate opens.
Well, thank you. Very, very kind of him. Very kind of him. Also, we used 30 arrows in the last battle. 30.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. Are you ready for a bloodbath? The winner of this match will advance in rank, so the stakes are high. Pit dogs, show us what you're made of.
Oh, he's an archer as well. The Magonian too. Shit. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, we do need something. We need, first of all, we need a steel short sword. Then I probably also want to drop a healing potion. This. There we go. That one.
Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
Ah, the arena. Now that was faster than I thought. It should give me the option.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're no longer a pit dog. That's right. You've actually advanced in rank. Congratulations, brawler.
Hooray! So let's get out of this raiment and grab something else again. Now we need to get our stuff fixed, which means I definitely want to find a blacksmith and buy some more hammers. Or steal them. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, we want to go north-ish, and then into that. I mean, those duels are nice because you do get a lot of skills. Especially that early on. It's a nice way to fight a single, rather weak enemy. I think there was somebody here who sells spells as well. I'm still looking for some alteration spell.
Good day. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I don't do telekinesis, it's not that great. It's nice to have, but it's not a great skill I want to necessarily buy. I also think those 4 iron arrows shown there are currently stuck in us from the arena duel. Okay, there was some blacksmith here. Let's go in here quickly though. I think I'm also ready for a new destruction spell.
Welcome to the Mystic Emporium.
Okay, let's see. Show me what spells you have.
You won't find better.
We could get a bound helmet here. Some Night Eye, which is also nice to have. I think I prefer that over the light spell we have. However, we do want to have no illusion, destruction. That's nice, but I think it's not really worth it just yet. Alteration, that would be kind of nice to have. It's a cheap spell. Which we can use on ourselves. So we can actually use that. I'll have that spell. Do we want the electric touch? No, we have the freezing touch already. So that's fine. I think this lady here...
What can I do?
You could sell me some spells as well.
Some of my wares?
We need... That's a nice spell. Soul Trap. Lovely. We need a more simple one of that. I'll have to go to the discount spells for that. I was also looking for a better fireball spell or something. Because the flare we have is currently not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. Where was the discount spells? Divine Elegance. Ooh, also we need the best defense. That looks like a blacksmith.
The best.
Hooray. Give me a hammer, please.
You and some of my fine wares.
Actually, we'll try to haggle this time. Yeah, he's going down with the price for 1 gold. Yes, please.
I've a hard bargain.
I do.
Other
Also, I would like you to fix my
what needs to be
arena raiment. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's not the greatest raiment either. Okay, off we go. Now I can fix my own stuff again. Now where is the discount spell again? Edgar's discount spells. That's where I want to go. I think he also has a soul trap.
What? Let's do business.
Do you? You don't have a soul trap spell. I hate you. We'll have to find that in a Mage's Guild then. Now, Drain Health, I think, is a nice skill that actually gives us the health of the enemy. Although I'm not sure if it's... No, that would be Absorb Health. I keep mixing those up. Now, this is something we don't need, because we have water breathing anyway. Restoration... Oh, we're good. I think we're good. Thank you, though.
Leave me alone.
Jerk.
How can I help you?
Okay, what's my current quest? Oh, it's just pointing to every single bloody door. We'll take the south one. Now we'll unlock more fences, preferably some even in the very city.
I might have something for you, but we can't talk about it.
Okay, so yeah, he will... There we go. He's around, but you can't really do anything with him until he goes to this stupid garden. I think he has a pretty big plan, but I don't know what it is just yet. Also, if we go to Anvil, or Bravil, I think it's Bravil, there's usually a batch of people I try to kill there for the Dark Brotherhood entry. You certainly want to pick someone who's basically of no other use. I don't need you here, thank you.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
What?
Okay, you're very angry. What's the time? It's 6 PM, almost 7. It's lovely to know.
You have my ears.
Thank you, but I don't need your ear right now. Okay, so apparently a novice at marksman, which is, I think, always the level you are at. I think that's usually what it comments on. Will get fatigued while shooting. So go us. By the way, the fenced amount keeps counting, so if I were to break in somewhere and get a lot of loot out of it, then sell that stuff over at the fence,
What is it, citizen?
I would still be making a killing. It was an account, so right after that quest, I would get the next one. Which I think is kind of cool. So we could, for example, if I really wanted to, sell all, go steal all the stuff, sell a lot of stuff to fences, and then just wait for do all the Thieves Guild quests as they go. Although they usually they're kind of opportunistic, or kind of you will have to be informed about them. So you do the quest, then you have to wait for a messenger to arrive to tell you to go to a certain place to get the next one, and so on. Let's do some more skill grinding before we get the next Thieves Guild quest. I mean, alteration goes up quite fast, which is still mostly due to the fact that we suck at it. We'll get some willpower for that. I think we'll also... it doesn't show. So spells have a visible effect around it. Also go swimming. I think I've showed you already, but we do swim a lot faster than we can walk. At least it feels a lot faster. Look at that. Look at me go and look, swim, and then look at me go. This feels a little slow. It doesn't seem too much, but I think it feels a little slower. Also totally not suspicious here. The floor is lava! Woohoo! Don't think I can make that jump. Nope, I dropped. Why would you not meet in this nook here? Or over there, under the bridge? We'll wait for Armand Christoph. Great. Now I didn't really count how many skill level ups we got, so I'll just take whatever we can get. We're actually going for a, well, we've kind of moved towards a little bit of a mage build. Because we do level up our magicka way faster than we do level up our health. I'm usually ending up the other way around. So I become rather tanky. And have very little magicka. Right now we're doing the other way. So it's kind of cool, it works for me, mind you. But I do prefer to have a bit more of a health pool to drain from while getting my ass kicked. I know, defeat his men stuff. I haven't actually used my sword too often. I also believe that with high acrobatics your stamina drops less when you jump. You can see it takes quite a bit of a hit when we jump. That might just be because we're it's not because we're sneaking. I'm not too worried about the willpower level ups there, or about the losing some potential willpower points when we level, because there is a lot of stuff requiring willpower. Like many of the spells will do willpower, many of the not spells, many of the magic schools will increase with willpower, and some other stuff as well. I forgot which one. Alteration, restoration as well, and we're gonna need a lot of that. I think also some of the more fighters, aggressive skills will do willpower based as well, although I'm not too sure on that. Actually, they're not. Willpower is not quite a fighting ability. We also have destruction, which we did level up a bit, I think. Oh well. Point is, we need more of it. It affects our magical regeneration, and we do want a lot of that, because I can see myself slinging around spells to quite an extent. Although I think having picked the Atronic sign would have also worked out for us here, because especially if you do the Mage's Guild and later on you're attacked with magical weapons a lot, I believe it would be fine to have this ability to just soak up that magicka. Then again, I think it kind of affects your strategy to go into battles or to generally walk around, because you would, I think, in order to make most use of it, you would try to waste at least some of your magicka before you enter a battle with somebody who could cast a spell on you. And then just make use of that power you can get back from there, as opposed to with any other way where you'd probably try to be on full magicka before you go in there. And of course, I couldn't do that with the Atronic sign, because I would have to pop magical potions all the time. Where's our Mount Christoph? Must have a pretty boring life. Although I suppose he does Thieves Guild stuff as well, so he's probably staking out places and I don't know, maybe filing tax reports or something. Does that actually damage my weapon? Did that actually damage my weapon? Let's see. It might have. Probably didn't though. I'm not sure if falling hurts your armor, or if it's just done. There we go, more alteration. And we still get lots of potential upgrades there. We have alteration, we have destruction, we have restoration. So those three magical schools will give you a lot of willpower. And I think we're good with that, because, let's face it, we suck at all three of them, although we're okay-ish at destruction. So that's a lot of potential upgrades. I think I'll stop with that right now. We'll do one more point in alteration. There we go. We can now cast apprentice level spells, which is the probably main perk of magical skills. Let's see, what else do we have? Can't train marksmanship. At least not as easy. Now we do want some heavy armor at some point. I think we are using heavy greaves, which are the only heavy armor we have right now. Yeah, I won't make the mistake of picking the heavy arena raiment again. That stuff weighs in with 75 kilos, and that's just too much, I think. For an armor you're not going to use all the time, I think that's way too much. Okay, and since we figured that out now, Actually, no, yes, let's use the illusion skill. Because we did level up our spellcraft, or speechcraft at some point. Is that... No, it's not. It's Methradel.
You wear the...
Okay, let's talk to her a bit. Yes, no, yes, and probably not.
I can't argue with that.
You could, if you wanted.
I doubt it. Oh, don't try to manipulate me.
Okay, so those were the yeses, those were the nos.
Don't waste your flattery on me. Where'd you get that? That's good. That's enough. I doubt it.
Okay, that was not too great. So, let's go with this, this, that, and that.
I won't fight you. I doubt it. Don't try to manipulate me. You win this one.
I do.
Oh, I won't fight you. I doubt it. Don't waste your flattery on me.
Okay, and once more.
I doubt it. Oh, that... Don't... I won't fight you. Yeah. I doubt it. That's great. How's it go again? That's enough. Not now.
Okay, wait. 80, that's
not later.
Reasonable, I guess.
You win this one. I doubt it. That's real... Don't talk.
Okay, fine.
I see. Shadow hide you.
Where's the Dojian? Also seems to be no time passing while you talk to someone, so I guess that's fine. Hooray, more acrobatics. Now what I really want to max out very soon as well is strength, because you've seen how much stuff I carried around in Morrowind. And we are going to hold on to some more stuff here. I mean, you still have, at least I still feel I have to carry around the alchemy kit, the full one, in order to gain maximum effect potions. We also want to keep around a full set of armor, some repair hammers, and crap loads of ingredients. Now there seems a bit of a delay with Armand Christophe here. I was kind of expecting him to be here by now. I think that's the downside of having everybody actually walk around. People won't be on time every time. Although I believe he'll be here if we just stand there and wait for an hour. Oh, there he is. Wonderful. He should have passed us somehow, but he's a great thief, so I guess he knows what he's doing. Okay.
Ah, our newest pickpocket.
Yes, so do you have any special jobs?
The Grey Fox has asked me to take care of a problem, but I'm putting you on it. Hieronymus Lex actually collected taxes from everyone living here on the waterfront. Your job is to recover those taxes. Are you up for it?
Sure. Who's Hieronymus Lex, though?
He's a fool of a captain in the Imperial Watch. He's a real law and order type. He has a grudge against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox in particular. Lex has made it his personal mission to capture him.
Well, good luck with that.
The Grey Fox has led our guild for over 300 years now. He has always guaranteed protection to the poor of the waterfront.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Find out where he's keeping the taxes and bring them to me. I'll also need the tax records of what each citizen paid so we can return it.
Great. So that's easy enough, I guess.
Shadow hide
I think those quests actually require a bit of thieving skill to begin with, which I think is a bit of an entrance barrier to Thieves Guild's quest. Actually, let's go find a beggar. Because, I don't know, I think having a bit of an easier job going in there would make it a lot more accessible. But then again, it's kind of a special guild anyway.
Always glad to help. Lex has an office at the top of the South Watchtower.
Okay, so that's probably where he keeps his stuff. Lovely. Now, they usually ask you for money. But I think since we've been so nice to Puny Anchors, he will, or Anxious, he will give us the information. Okay. Right. I forgot J is not the journal key. My active quest would be this one. Where is that? In the South Watchtower, of course it's there. So we'll probably try to do that and then move back to... Oh, there you go. That is how you join the Dark Brotherhood, and we'll do that eventually. For now, we want to go to the Office of Hieronymus Lex and nick some stuff. Although I think it might make sense to actually do this while he's awake, not during the night. Yeah, I'm not sure if there would be more people around in the guard's office during the night. Okay. I should probably not try this while glowing. I think I have to go up here. They said it's on top of the barracks. Which is of course where I'm not supposed to go. So if they see me doing that, they will try to follow me, and I don't like that. So let's wait for the stupid glow to fade off. In the meantime, we'll probably move to this spell here. Fine. We're still not good enough at sneaking yet. Oh, that was close. I was hoping we could get there. Lovely. Now we're alone. Now we are completely alone in here, which means we should be able to get in here and get out there again. Okay, it's 1 in the morning. Now, bear in mind, we're not supposed to kill anyone. Okay, fine. We'll try this during the daytime, I guess. It's kind of nice that they give you a warning, so you don't have to immediately... or you're not immediately attacked when you try to break in somewhere. They will just tell you to basically bug off. Anyway, we now have a quest, which we are not going to do just right now. Instead, what I'm probably going to do next is... I'm half tempted to go to Kvatch and do that bit of the main quest. However, I think I don't like the main quest that much, because you will have to fight lots of Daedra. And Daedra can really, really, really kick your ass. And I don't want that. I prefer my ass to be mostly unkicked. But I think, yeah, next time might be a good time. Actually, we'll do one more level up. How close are we to that? Level 4. Would you tell me my progress? Crying out loud. Find one of my major skills. It's blade, heavy armor, destruction, marksman, security, sneak, and speechcraft. Can I get another speechcraft level? Let's see. That's a house. We do want to find a tavern where lots of people will be gathered around. Or just go to the Arcane University. Didn't I pick mysticism as a main skill? Don't think I did. Apparently I didn't, so screw that. Yeah, I think level 5 is a good place to start with the main quest. Not getting any more fly amanita because we have plenty of that. Let's face it, we have plenty of that. Let's go to Anvil.
What is it, citizen?
Is that a guard? No, you're not a guard.
They call me Isleaf the Open-Handed. Well, don't expect a handout from me.
Well, thank you about that. Let's
Go ahead.
talk about talking then. Notice how it's hard to see the expression with all this glowing going on. And there is no time passing while we talk to people, so that's positive and that's positive. Okay. So those are the no's. Yes,
Really?
yes,
Really? You can't
no.
get away from me.
Okay. That's a positive, that's a positive. So rotate this. No,
Not funny. Not
yes,
I wish
yes.
really now. It's not bad.
Okay, let's wait for this glow to fade. I wonder which idiot cast a detect life spell.
Yes.
There we go, much better.
We'll see.
Okay, so those were the yeses, those were the nos.
Not. You're wasting your breath. No. What a great story.
Hooray, my speechcraft has increased. Let's go with this, that,
Not funny.
that,
You can't.
that.
Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you.
Yeah, I think you really have to end up on the
Oh, please.
stronger notes.
No, you. Well done.
Get
You're
this out of the
wasting
way.
your breath.
Rotate this out of the way. Damn it.
Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. You should. Really? Interesting.
Okay, that.
Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you.
Rotate around.
You're revolting. What a. That's just talk.
Okay.
Really? Get away from me. That's just. What a wonderful compliment. I
Hooray.
see.
So, that was that bit of a level up. Wasn't there a tavern here? Get the local map out. Apparently there is no kind of tavern here. I was sure there was one. Yeah, fine. We'll just pick a tavern. I mean, we could also try to break into a house now. But it's awfully far to Bruma. It's not that far really, but I don't feel like walking there and selling my stuff. What about this stuff here? Don't need a Mage's Guild charter, but I'm kind of scared to drop it in case somebody is like, "Yeah, where's your Mage's Guild charter? Do you really value us that low?" And armor has been increased. Do I want to go to the Arboretum? I actually don't. I want to go to the let's go to Talos Plaza. I mean, we could go back to prison if we wanted to. We really don't. I could also try to hunt in the sewers, which is partially dangerous. And I think we're going to see a lot of sewers anyway, so just I'm not too keen on going there. Let's have a look at the map here. The Tiber Septim Hotel. That sounds like a place to be. Also, the Grey Fox has been around for 300 years, so he's probably an elf.
I'm listening.
I'm quite sure the Emperors don't live that long, so it's gotta be that. Okay, that's positive, that's negative, that's awful. So that's probably also positive.
I doubt it.
We'll
Don't
go
try to
this way,
manipulate me.
that way. Rotate.
Good one. I accept. I have no choice.
Okay, so negative,
Good
positive, rotate, negative,
Don't-
positive.
I accept. I have no choice.
That out of the way.
Nonsense.
That.
I doubt it.
And then
Not bad.
two really good
Yes,
positives.
yes, whatever you say.
Getting the hang of this. We need to talk to more people. I mean, all this junk here is not really worth enough to warrant picking it up. Any guests we can talk to in the middle of the night? Quite sure they'd appreciate that. There are no guests here, look at that. Nobody. At least no living guests. But having to make this distinction feels kinda wrong. Okay, we can take those oranges. Probably making good spells. Actually, you know what? We could grab at least the more expensive stuff here. More expensive being 5 gold a pop. Or the wine. It's not cheap wine. They have no good wine here. At least no expensive wine. I mean, let's face it, all of those silver bowls and stuff would probably be worth a good amount in some. Let's see, I have a lot of carry capacity, so if I take the wine, let's take all the wine. Yes, I plan to get really hammered. All this stuff and all this stuff here. No. It looks like a Dwemer trap that tank had. Ooh, hello. Good thing there's nobody watching this expensive stuff. Okay, there might be a bit of money in it for us. Ooh, strawberries. I love strawberries. I actually planted my own. And I'm hoping they will turn out well. I'll have all that. It's gonna make a load of stamina potions. And we're still doing fine weight-wise, which is lovely. So I guess we're in for a trip to Ongar very shortly. We're not going to sell all this stolen food, we just turned that into potions, which we can then sell completely legally. Okay, off we go. Lady, you should totally invest in some new silverware. Your place sucks. Oh well. It was an opportunity, we had to take it. Now let's do the alchemy. Plenty of apples and Let's do this. Create and create and create and create. That would also be a very amazing juice, I think. Just some apples and some strawberries. Tomato and orange. That was lovely. We got plenty of those potions, which are actually kind of valuable, so we actually made money, or we generated value with that. Okay, so now we'll just quick travel to Bruma. I don't feel like actually doing the legwork. I'm also about to end the stream, so we'll just try to sell this stuff to Onga and some random alchemist. And then we'll see about the rest. Let's see, independent thievery. Where did Onga go? Fine. It doesn't tell me the way to him right now because it's apparently I'm supposed to not sell anything right now. Well, not supposed to, but I'm more expected to go do the quest I have been given. Onga's house again. Neither of those, I think. Oh, there we go. That's it. So it still points me towards Onga, but also towards Armand Christophe. Okay, that's Onga's house. Lovely. Where is he? Probably, yeah, he's sleeping, lazy bugger.
I'm really...
I wish to sell a lot of silverware to you. Like we have, so we have this stuff here, all of it, yes please. And this stuff here, and more of this, and all of this. I'm gonna hold on my ginkgo leaf, you only get that from my cold dead hands. Of silverware as well. He pays a shoddy price for that.
Great deal there.
But money is money.
I think I can...
There we go, now we have a mount fenced.
An excellent bargain.
I'm not too sure about that, but for you, I guess. Okay, now we need an alchemist for all those restore fatigue potions. I think if worst comes to worst, we could just sell them in the... Actually, we can sell them here. Just sell them to an innkeeper. If we really want to.
What can I... let's do business.
You can buy my stupid potions. I mean, it does give you about 100 points of fatigue. Back.
That seems a fair price.
But we're not going to hold on to that. It's not that great.
You gotta be kidding.
Okay, fine. We'll sell 4 of them. And then... Actually, we can sell 8. That's what I meant earlier. That's kind of weird that they will buy them all... that they won't buy them all in one go. But if you sell them piece by piece, they will be more than happy to just take them off your hands. Then again, I remember how frustrating it was to wait for the Morrowind merchants to actually regain their stock and basically regain some money. Right, I think the Bruma Fighters Guild is headed by someone who is not here at the moment.
Yes? You hear about Dorander? He was caught... Good day.
Okay, thank you. You're completely bloody useless. Okay, which skills did we have?
What can I...
You can't teach me anything.
Take care.
Oi, she has a scamp. Well, we do as well. Also note how those are all the novice items.
Good to see
You could totally nick those. It's another bit of money. However, don't get caught. You will be cast out of the Mages Guild if you get caught stealing from guild members. Again, that's a big if. If you get caught. It's not if you steal, if you get caught doing it. The law always works like that. Also, after long, arduous hours of practicing jumping and controlling your falls, you have become an apprentice of acrobatics. You can now attack while jumping or falling. However, you cannot use power attacks while mid-jump or mid-fall, only regular attacks. Still kind of amazing. Also looks very cool. How does it look from... Yeah, not too bad. I like that.
Have mercy.
So, there we go. And I think that's a good point to, or a good time to end the stream. We have gained a lot of skills, and I'm quite sure we are close to a level up. I'm not sure how close, though. And it kind of bothers me. Oh, we do need more sneaking. At some point we do need more sneaking. We can also try to pickpocket people. But let's face it, it's not going to be worth it at the moment. The stuff they carry around is not going to be of that much value, so I don't feel like pickpocketing random junk. We can steal that already, so no point.
What can I...
You can help me with this stupid chatting minigame. So those are the yeses, I think, yeah.
I salute you. Most impressive. Not now. Is that so?
Okay, so that's a negative.
Don't talk such rot.
That's a positive.
Such a
That's a negative, and that's a positive.
That's pretty good. Sure, that's cute. Don't talk such rot. That's just talk.
Okay, so
Don't
no.
try to manipulate me.
No.
Is that so? Good
Yes.
one.
Rotate. Yes.
That's amazing.
Let's go again. No.
What nonsense.
Rotate, please. No.
You're wasting your...
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I salute you. Most impressive.
No, come on, we still got to do more of this.
That's just... Don't try to manipulate me. Gracious, what a hero. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, and again.
That's pretty good. Not now, not later, not ever. You're wasting your breath. Gracious, what a hero.
Oh, come on now.
Not now, not later, not ever. My life, that's just talk. Good one.
Okay, it's also seemingly
Don't
giving
talk
us
such rot.
less of a return.
Sure, that's cute. That's a... Oh, please.
Okay, fine, we're done here. We are totally done here. Also getting a bit blinded by the sun. It's about that time of the year again when the sun comes up high enough to go past the house on the other way of the backyard. Not sure if I ever talked about this, but I'm streaming from my work room, which is kind of a little section I split off in my apartment. And I have a window right in front of me, which is kind of cool. And I'm looking into the backyard, which is currently filled with construction materials because they are either deconstructing or rebuilding a house nearby, right next to mine. And yeah, right in front of me is another huge apartment block, and during most of winter the sun didn't come up high enough to actually go past that. During the summer, starting around I don't know, 2 or 3 p.m, the sun will be hitting my window right frontal, so it will be above the house and it will be blinding me, so I actually have to wear a base cap or a hat or something to see something while I'm streaming or while I'm on my computer doing stuff. And yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to the summer because it's always a nice time of the year to have around and to just experience. There's all the fun stuff happening here. The bees are going to be active as well. I'm actually going to do the honey super adding later this week, probably on Saturday. Now, I can't do any beekeeping videos for the time being because my cell phone camera is just too scratched and it won't be giving me any decent videos. So I kind of forgot about that. Not forgot, but I can currently forget about doing that. Also can't afford a replacement, so screw that. Who are you? Ragnar. Let's just face it, we're not going to get our level up today. We'll do this next time. We do have some pretty decent spells already. We have the Bound Dagger, which is useless. But we do have the Code Touch spell, which is going to prove very useful. Now, I do wish you could dual wield spells, because I would want to have a healing item or healing stuff somewhere. Do we have any stolen goods? I don't think we have. Actually, we do have some stolen strawberries. Isn't crab meat? No, it's restoring endurance, not fatigue. Damn it. So we could actually drop those off, or just live with the loss and get captured. Then again, I don't know if we'll get booted from the Fighters Guild if we have a bounty on us. I think we will. However, is there another way of getting what's his face to talk to us? I really don't want to get into jail. I mean, I could pick up something really cheap and try to get in jail for that. I think the bounty is kind of based on the amount of on the value of the thing you try to steal. So if you try to steal something expensive worth several grand, you will of course have a high bounty. If you just steal something like a strawberry worth a solid 1 gold piece, you'll have a tiny bounty. So if you just steal some of the of the lords or the ladies' food here, you should probably get away pretty cheap. We don't even have any keys that we stole, so that's fine. Okay. Anyway, we're going to leave that here. I hope next time we're going to make some progress at the main quest, which does spiral out of control quite fast. So, yeah. Next time we'll probably go and try to see if we can find the lost heir of the Emperor. Wasn't that what we were supposed to find? I think we were. Let's go see that. The Arena, Origin of Grey Prince, Spirits of Lease, Shopkeepers and Deceptions, Pilgrimage, no. Fingers of the Mountain, no. Join Mages Guild, no. Find the heir, yes. We have to find the heir of Uriel Septim, the, what was it, 7th, 8th, 9th? I think the 7th. Anyway, we have to find the heir, and we will do that next time. Until then, bye.